In this video, we're going to discuss Bolzano's intermediate value theorem. So let I be subset of R. This is an interval, and let F from I to R be continuous on I. If A comma B is element of I and K is a real number, any real number, satisfies F of A less than K less than F of B. So as you can see, wala na siyang F of A greater than K greater than F of B, katulad nung nakaraang theorem na diniscuss natin. So this one, fixed na siya. Okay? K must be greater than F of A and K must be less than F of B. Then, there exists C, element of I, between A and B, such that F of C is equal to K. So para ma-imagine natin, no? Okay, so let's sketch the graph. So let's say meron tayong A, B dito. So let's say ito yung A, ito yung B. Okay, then let's say this is our F of A and this is our F of B. So dito, as you can see, no, nilagay ko na siya dito sa taas pareho. Kasi hindi naman sinabi na yung isa sa kanila ay negative, yung isa yung positive. So hindi kailangan na opposite sign sila. Okay, basta ang mahalaga, yung F of A ay less than sa K, yung K less than sa F of B. Okay, so let's say meron tayong point dito, meron tayong point dito, and let's draw a curve. So ito yung nagre-represent sa ating function f. Okay. So ang sabi, may makikita tayong C between A and B. So meron daw tayong makikita ditong C somewhere here na kapag sinubstitute mo dito, ang lalabas ay K. Yung F of C natin is equal to K. And of course, this K is between F of A and F of B. So yun yung sinasabi ng Bolzano's intermediate value theorem. So let's prove. Okay, so for our proof, okay, so dalawang case yung gagawin natin. I-assume natin yung A ay less than sa B and yung A is greater than B. Okay? So, hindi naman kasi sinabi dito na yung A ay less than B or A is greater than B. Ang sinabi lang dito, yung F of A ay less than F of B. Okay? Now, suppose A is less than B. And gagawa tayo ng tricks dito. Okay? So, ang mangyayari, magpo-provide tayo ng isang function so para mag-arrive tayo sa ating desired proof. Okay? So, define, let's say G. Define G of X to be equal to F of X minus K. Take note, ang goal natin ay ito. Kailangan mapakita natin na yung F of C is equal to K. Makakakita tayo ng C such that pag sinubstitute natin sa F, pag sinubstitute natin, ang lalabas ay K. Or because of that C, mapapalabas natin yung F of C equals K, yung equation na yan. Okay, so that's why nag-provide tayo ng function in order to arrive at desired result. Okay, and take note, we have this assumption. So mamaya magagamit din natin yan. But before that, let's continue with our proof. Okay, so kung yung G of X is equal to F of X minus K and yung A ay less than B, then pag sinubstitute mo yung G of A dito, G of A, that would be F of A minus K. And pag minus mo F of A minus K, yung K mas malaki sa F of A from our assumption, tama? So pag pinag-minus mo, negative lalabas kay G of A. Tama? Ibig sabihin, this is less than 0. Okay? Now, pag si G of B naman yung sinubstitute mo, g of b minus k, mas malaki yung, f of b minus k, mas malaki yung f of b kay k, kaya positive yung g of b. So this is also less than g of b. Okay? So now, as you can see, meron tayo napalabas na ganyan by location of roots theorem. Location of roots theorem, may mag-e-exist between A and B na root ng g of x. Okay? Let's say that root is C. There exists C element of AB, or open interval AB, with g of C equal to 0. Thus, g of C, ito, i-substitute lang natin dito, equals f of c minus k, and g of c is equal to 0, tama? So, ibig sabihin, this is 0 equals f of c minus k. I-transpose lang natin yung k sa left side, magiging k equals f of c. And yun yung target natin, no? Napakita natin yung f of c equals k for a less than b. Now, i-let naman natin yung A to be greater than B, o kaya naman B less than A. Okay, so now, suppose B is less than A, and mag-provide tayo ng another function. Let's say H naman, no? Define H of X to be k minus f of x. Okay. So, parang ito yung nagsisilbing tricks natin, no, para mapalabas natin yung ating desired result. Okay? Now, since yung b is less than a, pag sinubstitute mo yung b dito, magiging k minus f of b. Okay. Take note that b is less than a. So, k minus f of b. Ang k minus f of b, ganun pa rin yung assumption na ginagamit natin. So, ibig sabihin, ito, negative. Okay? Yung magiging h of b natin. Kasi, minus mo yung k sa mas malaki sa kanya, so negative ang lalabas. Okay? So, then, f of b, no, h pala. H. Let's make it h. Kuha tayo eraser. Try natin. Okay. So, then, yung h of b natin is less than 0. Negative yung h of b kasi k minus f of a, f of b. And then, yung f of a naman natin is positive. So, k minus, yung f of a naman natin mas maliit sa k, kaya yung k minus f of a is positive. So, yung h of a natin is positive. So, h of a. Okay? Now, dito, gagamitin ulit natin yung location of roots by location of roots theorem. So, may mag-e-exist na si element of b, a. B, a na yung gamit ko kasi nilet ko yung b less than a such that h of c is equal to 0. Okay? Thus, substitute ulit natin, h of c equals k minus f of c. H of c natin ay 0, so this is k minus f of c. Lipat natin yung f of c sa left side, so f of c is equal to k. So in either case, mapa a less than b man o b less than a, napakita natin yung desired result natin. So this is the